Hi, little birds. I think I mentioned this in a video or so ago about my surgery getting pushed back, and it did indeed get pushed back. It got pushed back to August 14th, which from today's recording is 33 days away. Oh, totally freaking me out. But at the same time, I'm very happy and relaxed that it's going to happen, that it's coming, that it's actually going to happen. And I've got my surgery packet. I posted that on my Instagram, and I was totally stoked when I got it. I was like, I wasn't even expecting it because it was like 48 days out or something. And I got my surgery packet, printed it out that day because I was so excited to get the surgery packet. And they have all these papers that I had to fill out to update them, like my hormones, my medications that I'm taking, um, my health, whether it's still the same or it's changed, and which everything is pretty much the same. I did in the last year or so put on 10 pounds, but I haven't really gained anything more, which I'm completely okay with that. And I don't think the doctor will just be like, well, you're overweight. I'm only 185, so. Oh wow, I just shared it on the internet. Darn. I share it everywhere. I'm not shy. I'm not shy about my weight. It is what it is, and you know, I already know I'm gonna be somewhat of a big girl because that's how my mom is, and genetics plays a lot in that. So, but my surgery is upcoming on the 29th. I have my breast augmentation not consult, but sizing and kind of seeing what I'm going for, what I'm leaning towards. And, just one of the things that I'm really going for on that is that, I want cleavage. I want them filled out more. I have plenty of projection where it gives me at least a C cup, but they're not. There's no volume to them, and so it's just like they're pointy, and I want more filling out. And I've been on progesterone for a few months now, and they've helped shape them a little bit, which is the other thing that I want to really going for in this is, shape them out. I want that teardrop look. I want them to look like everybody else's, and then I want them even because right now, everybody else may not notice, but I notice it, and it bugs me. It gives me anxiety, and they are lopsided. I know everybody's is like lopsided, but I don't want that. Nobody wants that. Nobody wants that as a goal. Like, oh, I'm gonna be lopsided today. So I'm super excited with that coming up, and then I wait 2 weeks, and the night before the surgery, I have to take all this stuff to clean me out down there, and I can only have a liquid diet, clear liquid nonetheless, and that sounds really, really awful because I love my food. I'm a foodie. I love food. I can't. So it should be interesting that night before, and I'm taking these laxatives to clean me out completely. I'm just like, ugh, this is not going to be the fun part of it. And then I go in at, they just updated me at 1 p.m. I was scheduled for a nice 6 a.m. appointment, so I didn't have to wait long. Now I have to wait half a day with no food, drinking liquids, clear liquids, so Gatorade, water. um, broth. They listed a few other things that I could drink, and it's like not a very expensive. Oh, juice. Juice is one. But it's just like, oh my, this is a lot of work for surgery, but it's what I want. It's what I need. I've always wanted this for a long time. I can recall when I was a teen that I would go to bed crying at night, praying for God to change me and to make me whole. And of course, I'd wake up and it never happened. And it was so devastating because, at the time I was very religious. And, you know, they're like, oh, pray to God. He'll grant your wishes or your, whatever you pray for. And so as a kid and teen, I imagined like this genie that, oh, bam, he's going to grant your prayers. And it was disappointing when it didn't happen. And so, yeah, this is something I've always wanted and needed. It's not some weird desire or anything. For those of you that are trans, you understand. For those that aren't, it's hard to explain. It's a drive within yourself that you have to do it. It's not optional. It's not something you can choose and be like, oh, I don't need this. It's for a lot of us, you either get it or you don't. And for me, it's I gotta get it. And it's not for everyone. It's not for everyone's transition, but it is mine. And I just hope everything goes all right. And then I get to look forward to the dilation part. I'm not looking forward to that at all because sitting there 3 times a day with a dilator in me for 30 minutes, which is an hour and a half a day for 3 months, doesn't seem like a real fun thing, but the options as far as SRS are very limited. You got the surgery that I'm going through that is just the inverted method, and then you got the pull through method, which I would have loved, but the closest place that even practices that or does it is New York. And I don't want to travel by plane to New York that or to Thailand where I don't know any of the language. It just the fact of going to Thailand scares me just because I've never been to Asia. I've been to Europe plenty of times, but Asia it would be a whole nother experience for me, and that just wasn't something I wanted to try to do. I know many trans people go to Thailand and they have great results, but and then they also have some other methods that they're working on, like using tilapia skin, which I think is really cool. I'm just wondering, whether you're gonna be smelly like fish, like ew, who wants that? Or then there's also they are really talking on uterine transplants, where of course, the talk is naturally going to go to trans women that, you know, a uterus from somebody that's passed away and tragically for whatever reason, and they're organ donor, and they transplant it into you. Now, obviously, as a trans woman, I cannot birth the child. I can carry the child if that was the case and I had a uterus, because unfortunately our hips are locked so they don't expand, so the baby would kind of be stuck in there, and nobody wants that. So trans women would have to have cesareans, and which is not a bad thing. I wouldn't want any of my own, but would I carry a child? Yes, absolutely. I would carry a child just to experience it, because for me it's the ultimate way to express your femininity is to carry a child. I know it's not everyone's ultimate, but for me that's always what I pictured for women, that they were able to carry life inside of them, and I I always wanted it, and I can't. It's not possible yet. So that's kind of my update on what's going on with my surgery and what's happening. So be your authentic selves, be beautiful, be out there. I love you all, and see you later. Bye.